All right, I'm back. Said I was going to do a video every day. I'm going to do a video every day. Learned a couple things yesterday in filming my video that, one, I feel a little like George Gankus in his backyard when he's filming all his educational content for golfers. But two, I also learned that I can make a 3-foot putt when the pressure is high on the first take, and I did make it on the first take. First part of the video, maybe not quite on the first take, but the putting part was on the first take. So hopefully you notice my shirt. April is still coming. For me, if you know me real well, April is one of my favorite times of the year because of the Masters. I've been very fortunate being a PGA member to get to go to the Masters 11 different years. This would have been 6 or 7 in a row, maybe 8. I don't remember exactly. But hopefully it'll just be postponed and get the chance to go back. But on to bigger and better things. Today we are getting off the railroad that we had yesterday, getting into the sandbox. You look down here, you see one of our Discover Golf games, Croctology. Croctology, as it says on the side, which you can't see, is a game that has 5 games in one, but it actually, as we've gone down the deep dive of game design, we came up with 7 different ways we can play this. 1 person, 2 person, and you can design it with the person in front of you. So I'm gonna just go through this real quick. I'm not gonna go through all of the minutia. I do have my trusty Pro Vs. Shameless plug for Titleist. You're welcome. I'm sure they're super pumped that I am touting their golf ball. But first goal is to knock out the teeth. And if I do hit one of the teeth, missed. Need to practice more. But you can see it's definitely smaller than the hole. But as you noticed, I hit the tooth. What happened? Nothing. It twisted a little bit. So you're going to have to learn to hit it a little bit harder for this particular putt. So we're going to start learning some speed control. So let's just take out all the teeth. What happens when the teeth come out? Boom. You have a ramp. Everybody loves a ramp. If you're like me when you were a kid, it was how high can I build this ramp? How far can I fly without breaking my neck and killing myself? So the next part of the game, get the ball to go up the ramp. We've got these bumpers, okay? These bumpers can be placed as high or low. It might be a little difficult to see. We can space them apart. They come off. We can put fewer. So again, I can raise and lower. I can move them sideways depending on the person that I have in front of me. But I've got bumpers. So the next putt that I'm going to hit is going to be a putt that's going to go up the ramp and try and sit on top of the board without going into either one of the holes. So again, we're learning some speed control. If I hit it too hard, it's obviously going to go off of the ramp. So it's getting it to just go up the ramp and hopefully stay. Once I've done that, there's 2 holes. Make it in each hole, and you can do it one of 2 ways. You can let the balls collect, give the kids a chance to bank it off one of the balls and have it roll in, or you can move the ball each time. Again, the possibilities are limitless. The next part of that, I do have my trusty putting cup down here. If you do have that option, next thing is send the ball up the ramp, try to make it in the putting cup. I just killed whoever is down below. So that may or may not be an option depending on where somebody is. The next game, we've got these little Crocs. We can set them up. They've got some handy pop sockets on the back. We can set them up around our plane and 1 person. So this would be a definite 2-person part of the game. You can set them up behind. You can set them up this way. The one stipulation is the ball has to come in contact with the ramp, okay? So I'm gonna start to learn what slope and break is. I get it to roll up the ramp. So one person would set them up, the other person picks the color. If you notice, there was dark blue, there was light blue. The person that did not set them up gets to choose which ones they knock down. That way it's going to be fairly fair. That sounded terrible, but it will be fair so that somebody doesn't put them where it would be next to impossible to knock down. So again, I'm gonna go up the ramp, see how good just missed it. And that's whoever would knock down all of the Crocs would then be the winner of that round. And like me, I've had the expansion pack. There are 2 ramps, so we would have a ramp on the other side of the box, and we would get the two players, if you had to perpetually putt and see how many times they could do it. One person could do it if you wanted to. It wouldn't be that difficult, but if you're continuing to hit the putt, you're gonna have to start moving. My kitchen table's in the way, and see how many, and I failed because my bar was in the way. But you could see how many times you could do that in a row. Again, you're gonna start to learn some face control, some speed control, all of those things that we need to learn to make ourselves better putters. So hopefully this is a little idea of one of the things that I do in my junior golf camps and clinics and my Discover Golf classes. This has been a home run with all of the kids. They love it. And again, you can make up games as you go. That's why we call it a sandbox. We make the games up as we go. So hopefully you got some good out of this. Go over to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Again, if you have any thoughts on something that you want to see, want me to talk about, let me know. One thing I was going to try to do today was some speed stuff, but it's been raining outside. But if you do have any questions about speed training, shoot me an email, and hopefully I'm going to get outside and be able to do some speed training tomorrow. Show you some of the things that I use, not only for my game, but for my students as well. So have a great day. Again, April is coming. It's going to look a little bit different, but it will be here.